Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases from Forge World and Games Workshop. My job today is made a little bit easier in the sense that there aren't any pre-orders from Forge World and Games Workshop. So true to their word, Games Workshop have continued this crusade of having a pre-order 1 week and then the pre-orders the next and then the week after that having the pre-orders for the week after. So every 2 weeks they've slowed their releases down from weekly, and I'm happy about that. I'd much rather have it in this format, and this may continue for a while, especially if lockdowns are extended and restrictions continue until everybody has been vaccinated or cases have dropped to insignificant levels. So I always like to start these videos off by saying a huge thank you to all of you members, subscribers, and Element Games affiliate link users. If you click on any one of my videos, like this one for example, and you have a look right here, there is an affiliate link for Element Games. If you click on that, it will take you to Element Games and allow you to log in. If you can do that every time you order something from Element Games, then it will inform them that I've told you about them, even if you've used the link before. And then when you get to the checkout, if you use this code here, the WIL5937 code, then you will receive double your Element Crystal points, which you can then use to get further discounts on future purchases. So I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that does this already. Every transaction, no matter how small, really does help this channel out and allows me to cover all of the releases and continue with this daily content. So I want to say a huge thank you. So I want to say a huge thank you to everybody that uses this already. Now we've covered my appreciation of you guys, let's continue to the video. So looking at the Warhammer community website from about a week ago, which is 30th of January, so yeah, we were back in January back then, you can see here that they had an article about the Indomitus Crusade and that continuing in the Black Library pre-orders. They had this Gate of Bones, Dawn of Fire novel, but yes, as a turn of events, they also had it available for the limited edition. There were only 2,000 available instead of the typical 2,500 or even 3,000. But still, lovely looking edition there with a gold page keeper written by Andy Clark. And they had it available both digitally and in a normal hardback too. The only thing that's kind of missing is the paperback. But I don't mind that, you know. I don't mind it this way round and then they release the paperback later on. I'd much rather they do this than just release these collector's editions and then months later release the hardback and then a year later release a paperback, something like that. Anyway, so this article also explained the Deacon of Wounds, hardback there, and the Siege of Terror now available in paperback. That did come out quite a few months ago, and some of the other novels now available in different languages. Excellent. Then we also had a look at the new pre-orders for last weekend, which are out today. Many of you will have received emails saying that your orders have dispatched. You should receive them today, and if not, it will definitely be Monday. And it was a Dark Angels fest. There was no new Dark Angels models, unfortunately, no new captain or anything along those lines. But we do have the Dark Angels Codex, standard edition, and the supplement, along with the cards and a new battle force. And this battle force isn't too bad, to be fair. It's probably one of the best battle forces out there, unless you've already got the chaplain. It's a nice addition to your force. They all look like they're the multi-part kits as well. Then a little bit of merch. You've got some advertisement for some new merchandise covering Dark Angels. So you've got a Predator Annihilator there, and you've got Cypher t-shirts and hoodies. The Blade Guard veterans were up for pre-order. Finally showed some really nice pictures in these articles, better than on the web store, which I find a little bit odd. I really wanted to see more pictures of these Eradicators, which is the second set of Primaris new releases up for pre-order. Like I want to see them in these poses, like, and with the helmets, because you don't really see that on the web store. Then the Stormspeeder, yeah, very controversial. This third Primaris Space Marine is not really needed. Unfortunately, he's molded into that cupola or firing turret, so it's going to be an absolute pain to mold him out of there, or just make a modification. It's not a simple case of, oh, we'll just put some hatches over the top of him. I'm going to build mine like this because I think it looks the coolest, but you've also got this Dakar version, and then this one here. So this is the Thunder Strike, this is the Hail Strike, and then this is the Hammer Strike. So I'm going to bring the hammer. And then we had another new Necron model. I think we're almost at the end of these new Necron models, you know. I think for characters we've only got a couple more left. But this is another Cryptek. This time it's a Psychomancer. It kind of looks like a Necron crossed between an Endless Spell. And Diachasm. These awesome new 4 Slaves to Darkness minis and a Sorcerer are fantastic looking Sorcerer. In a way, it's just such a shame that you get the cards and you're kind of forced into this Diachasm thing. Because the cards are typically about £10, so I would like to see them release these separately at some point. I'm very, very keen on those models. Hopefully, it won't be too long to wait for Games Workshop to do that. Then on the Sunday, we had a Sunday preview, Thrilling Tactics Live. Yeah, a bit of a change here from the normal previews that we've had. So that shows that there's no pre-orders, up this morning from 10 o'clock. They're pushing this visiting the Warhammer shop again. I guess that they're on a schedule, but it's not really the time to be going out and about for things that aren't essential, which these certainly are not, as much as we love them. You've got, these are the 2 new free minis, and this is one of the coins, the Head of Knights of Slaanesh. And it specifically says if the store is closed, then it will have all the coins available when the stores are back open. This was a look at issue 461 of White Dwarf, big focus on Slaanesh. I can only imagine that they're just around the corner in February, and then March. They've already written an article recently that Kill Team is coming next month, which would be March. Nice little look at the new Lumineth models. I really hope that they're released separately or in their own little box at some point. And then we look at Kill Team Mission Report. Even the new terrain wants you dead. Well, yeah, I mean, if you're going to try and eat it and choke on it, then you probably won't do yourself any favours, because it is tiny and just awful. I mean, I would much rather than put just two pieces of proper terrain than this offering. I think I'm not a huge fan of this anyway, and I've spoke to a few people and they're not either. I just think it's terrible. I said it when it was first. I said it in the preview, in my review of the preview. It's just an awful way to treat your customers and loyal fans that have been waiting for half a year for the Heavy Intercessors and the Heavy Intercessor Captain and the Chronomance and the Flayed ones. If you are going to do this kind of thing and save a little bit of money, release them separately at the same time, because these are core units, and I wonder if this is a test. I kind of think it is by Games Workshop, where they'll release this, it'll sell like hotcakes, and then that will just write them a blank check for them to do it again and again and again. It's a shame, because I kind of have to get this set to unbox and review, and it will sell well. And like I say, that will send a message that this is acceptable, when really they should have released these separately and then had this box come out a little bit later on, because no doubt this is going to be about £125 or so, let's face it. Anyway, the models do look cool. I'll give them that, of course they look cool. That's why there's so much hype about them. Then the Rumour Engine. This looks like a Slaanesh thing. And then this guy, the Dark Prince Returns. Fantastic looking model, lovely new artwork. And this one here. the Geld Prince. Here he is, Sigvald. So yeah, I think we'll get a big release of Slaanesh over February. Peek inside 3 new Warhammer boxed games arriving in 2021. You got Bladeborn here, which does actually have I think the 4 new Chaos Minis, and then a few of these Godsworn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 Godsworn. I might pick this up because these minis will be a fine addition to the Slaves to Darkness. And then you've got Space Marine Adventures Doomsday Countdown. Yeah, I don't think there's any unique minis in here. These Chaos Cultists look to be the similar ones from the Blackstone Fortress Escalation box. Yeah, unfortunately, you're going to get these 3 same generic blue minis that you find in Conquest, I believe. Then you've got Warhammer 40k Fireteam. So more. So these are the minis from. So these are the Assault Intercessors from the Indomitus box set, and you've got a box of Necron Warriors there. So there's the 10 Necron Warriors, along with the 5 Assault Intercessors. This box game might well still be the same price or cheaper than a standalone box set of Warriors. Who knows? We'll see. And then finally, the big news that only came out a few days ago, which was Total War Warhammer 3. Still think they're missing a trick by not calling it Total Warhammer, but there we go. Watch the trailer right now if you haven't already. Do yourself a favour if you're into Age of Sigmar or Old World or whatever. Please do, because it is fantastic, and we get to see the Chaos Gods in all their FMV glory, and a little preview at another faction. So yeah, this is going to be the reason why I upgrade my computer finally. I've had my computer for many years, and made sacrifices for buying the models and investing in the hobby, over upgrading the PC that I use. And that's why when you guys help out the channel by using the Element Games link, it really does help me cover those new releases. But I think this game is the one that will tip me over the balance to upgrade and hopefully give you some content. I'd love to stream more, and especially go through Total War. Warhammer strategy games are one of my favourites, and I think I could bring my Warhammer knowledge, of course, over to this game, and my enjoyment of strategy games in general. There's a Humble Bundle. Get 18 Warhammer ebooks for one low price at the latest Humble Bundle. So you got Tier 1 there, Tier 2, Tier 3, some really lovely books in Tier 3. And there we go. Your first look at Warhammer Quest Cursed Cities Skeletal Ulfenwatch. Welcome to Dark Souls. I mean, this is some kind of Jason and the Argonauts kind of like epic model. I love the sense of motion that this model portrays. The old long halberd, the eye patch even still on this one, the scimitar type blade, the way the wind is blowing through the little strands of hair that still remain, and the cloak. I think it's just, yeah, I've got a feeling that the models for this Cursed City are going to be spectacular. And even these standard models, I would have them easily in as substitutes in a normal Warhammer army. I think, yeah, we've only seen the tip of what's to come, and it looks very impressive. Community Painting Competition winner, January 2021. We can't go through this video without mentioning this, and this is Gazgul Thraka by Karol Stroniowski. Sorry if I butchered your surname, but look at the non-metallic metallics. I mean, wow. You know, there's people like me who, you know, and this isn't bad, people like me who just paint it lead belcher, shade it with Nuln Oil and give it some highlights. And then there's this, which is just, yeah, crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. Such dedication and passion for the hobby, just, you know, seeping through these models. You know, I really like these bases as well, where you can see underneath the ice or whatnot. I'd love to know how they do that. I'm going to watch some videos after this. And then you've got February's theme. So these are already painted by GW and Forge World. And the theme for February is your fastest vehicles. The evolution of Beastmen. So Beastmen are still around. Looks great. So this is where they were to start off with. And then they had something like that. Children of Chaos. And then moving on. And then these, which were in Warhammer 40k, they are still around. They're in the Horus Heresy novels as well. And then you've got Gore Halfhorn, one of the bounty hunters there, along with some more in the form of Tzeentch and Slanesh. And these coming up. Visions of Glory. First look at a new Savage Orruk warband for Diachasm. That's nice. Not wearing much at all. He's got these lightning claws. Biggest and meanest. So yeah, no doubt we'll see some more models coming up for this Savage warband. Broken Realms fiction, the Golden Sun. So we've now got some fiction for Sigveld. Just there, nice little story to read. And that is it for all the news. Not a huge amount, some nice little articles previewing things. A great reveal of the Total War Warhammer 3 as well. So still quite a few things to look forward to, although there's no pre-orders this weekend. I have a sneaky suspicion if you check back to this website tomorrow, there will be some Slanesh goodness up for grabs, showing you the previews for... showing you the pre-orders for next week, Saturday the 13th of February. Let's jump on over to Forge World and Games Workshop, because I am a creature of habit, and we'll just have a look that there aren't any new releases or pre-orders. If we click on new, look, there's no pre-orders. What I sometimes like to do, just for giggles, is go onto Titans, go on Imperium, click on View All, and then hit that high to low. Titans at the moment... either extremely popular or it takes a lot of resources for Forge World to make all the parts. I mean, it's one of the reasons why they're so damn expensive. But I just want to draw your attention to the fact that no Titans are available except for the Warlord. And sometimes where Titans say that they're available, you'll click on them only to be met with disappointment with the temporarily out of stock banner. Some of the weapons are in stock, most of them I think, so you can still pick up some of those if you're short, and a couple of the heads. But yeah, I think the Titan stock is a solid reflection of how they're coping, how they're struggling. These models are the biggest, most expensive models they do with the most number of parts, and if these are out of stock, then you know that the rest of the products and models they are really working hard to try and get them out to you. So my best advice is just, if something is out of stock, as always, click email me, and then the more emails I receive, the likelihood that they will create that model, build all the parts, and let you know when it's available, and hopefully that will speed up your process. I've seen that happen many, many times, including to myself, where there's a lot of people that have hit the email me button, and it's eventually become available. The Troggoth Hag and the Colossal Squig, both those models, they got those in stock, were two such examples. Let's go over to Games Workshop. Okay, so here we are on Games Workshop's web store, and nothing new. It's almost like they've had a lay-in this Saturday, and nothing new at all. No change to the store or anything. But if we click on new and exclusive, click on the pre-orders, we view all, we go high to low. There we go. It's just the same pre-orders that we had from last weekend. So you got everything from the Combat Patrol to the Heroes of the Chapter. Bit controversial that's £45, but it is what it is. That sprue is from the Dark Imperium, and if you didn't get the Dark Imperium almost 4 years ago, then yeah, this is the price you're gonna have to pay, because it is the sprue from that set, and they were not prepared to create a brand new printing mold and things just for the Primaris Ancient. So in a way, I think it's still nice that they've given everyone the opportunity to at least get these three models if you previously missed out. You've got the Storm Speeders as well. You've got the Eradicators and the Blade Guard Veterans. The collector's edition for Dark Angels Codex is sold out. You've got the Psychomancer, the Diachasm Kagra's Ravagers. You've got the other books and then the cards as well. So, yeah, nothing new here in terms of the pre-orders for Games Workshop. No doubt next weekend we'll see a load of Slanesh pre-orders, and I will be right here to cover all of those. What do you guys think of the news in particular? And if you just want to use this comment section video just to write how awesome the Total War Warhammer 3 trailer is, then I've got nothing but encouragement for that. Or even write down what you're working on today and over this weekend. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.